Hi guys! This episode of As the Tarot Turns is brought to you on purpose with purpose. I am your host, Nacho Mama. Some people call me Crystal, some people call me Criddle, like Riddle with a C. Either way, Nacho Mama is a personality, not a person. Today I'm going to be reading for the mutable sign of Gemini. Mutable. What does mutable mean? Mutable are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. They are at the end of the season, right? They have great resourcefulness, easily adaptable. With your cardinal signs, they are the go-getters, the inevitable change of the beginning of the season. Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. The fixed signs are right smack dab in the middle of the season. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. So we're going to be reading for the first mutable sign, Gemini. Mutable air. Let's see what universe needs to tell Gemini today. Please remember to like, subscribe, share. I will go live as soon as I get to 1,000 subscribe. 1,000 subscribe and I'll go live, right? I'm going to shuffle off camera so it's not so loud. For those of you wearing headphones. What can we tell the Geminis? Universe, what does Gemini need to know? Please use me as a conduit to express the message that Gemini most needs to hear today, universe. And clear some bells, or clear the air, ring some bells. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets their wings. What can we tell Gemini, universe? What can we tell Gemini? Hi, Pixie. Gemini. Working on something solid, some sort of solid foundation. Your battles are over. And you're listening to your higher self. So you're working on something solid that's been divinely guided with the Hierophant there. Your burdens about whatever it is that you're working on have come to an end. You're not worried about it anymore. You know that what you're building is solid. That you've been divinely guided. Some of you might be dealing with another Gemini. You're not taking any unnecessary risks. You're not using any sort of lofty ideas. You're building on solid foundation. You're not fighting anymore. Being divinely guided. Taking your time. With the moon, following your inner guidance, your inner knowing, your inner judgment. You see all that there is to be seen. There's nothing hiding in the dark. You know all there is to know about whatever it is that you're building. Oops. What else can we tell Gemini, universe? What else can we tell Gemini? Nine of Cups. Some of you guys are building a very solid foundation towards something that's very satisfying in the realm of the heart, whether it be a relationship or something that you're very passionate about. A lot of you, I feel a very solid forward movement that's been divinely guided. Something passionate, something that you're very creative, something that you're either creating or that's in creation that you're very, very passionate about. The universe is saying that you're building it on very solid ground and not to be worried about it. What else can we tell Gemini, universe? Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a lot of you out there that are building a very, with the World card at the bottom, there's an end of battle. You're ending the struggles. You're ending listening to other people, outside influence. You're rapidly progressing towards your own fulfillment. You might have somebody that's on the outside wanting to help you. You've stepped away from anything sneaky, from anything deceptive, from people that are being deceptive. What else can we tell Gemini, universe? What else can we tell Gemini? What else can we tell Gemini? Yeah, you're moving away from choppy waters. You see how that boat is going into clear waters there? Moving away from choppy waters into clear waters. It's taken a lot of time and a lot of tact and resourcefulness and listening to your inner guidance. But the first card out was the Two of Pentacles, which is building on solid foundation. With the Nine of Cups, building on solid foundation for something that you're passionate about. Yeah, see, Knight of Wands, Eight of Wands, and Knight of Wands. Some of you might be traveling. You might be traveling for something in the pursuit of passion, whether it be love or artistic adventures or higher education. Some of you might be going on a trip for spiritual learning. Yeah, don't be all up in your head. If some of you guys are battling back and forth about taking some sort of trip for higher learning, definitely don't be all up in your head about it. That is definitely a divinely guided thing. Some of this has been weighing really heavy on you. The idea of movement is weighing really heavy on you. But you are building on solid foundation. When you build on a solid foundation, like the tower can only come in and crumble things that are faulty, right? When you build on solid foundations, your towers can weather those storms no matter what life brings at you. Yeah, some of you guys are really up in your head about this situation. It's been a big burden. A lot of times when we pursue our own personal happiness, that involves hurting other people. And not even on purpose. It's not an on purpose thing. Like, some people are just, they get hurt by our success because it means that we have less time with them, or they have this idea that they're never going to see you again. If you become successful, then you're just going to fly off into the wind and nobody will see you. You know, there's a lot of, I feel like a lot of internal battle with that. There's a lot of you that are really up in your head about moving forward towards something that is extremely passionate. Yeah, the Six of Cups. You know what you want. You know what you're after. Seems like a lot of you are up in your head about how to get there. But rest assured, you know the answers. Your internal guidance knows the answer. Yeah, releasing those abscesses. Releasing the wounds. You can't just cover them up like a puncture wound. If your puncture wound heals from the outside in, then it just gets infected, right? The only way to heal a puncture wound or an internal wound is from the inside out. Like, you have to lance it open and squeeze out all the poison. For some of you, I feel like this is a conversation that needs to be had with somebody, a painful conversation about you moving towards your happiness, about not being in the dark, about not being, yeah, some of you need to have a conversation with somebody that's important to you, that it might hurt them. It might be a painful situation, but the rewards are definitely worth the outcome. Yeah, Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Some of you need to have some sort of painful conversation, I feel like, in the pursuit of your own personal happiness. It might hurt somebody that is, might not see eye to eye with you on some things, or some of you might need to leave a situation in order to pursue your happiness. But this is very divinely guided. There's no need to battle anymore. This is very divinely guided. Some of you are definitely moving with the 8 and 9 of Wands. Yeah, towards your 10 of Cups. Towards your permanent contentment in the realm of the heart. Some of you might have a painful conversation or something that you have to let go of that you've held dear to you in order to obtain your actual heart's true home. Permanent contentment in the realm of the heart. Permanent contentment in the realm of the heart, nobody can take from you. Because you don't find that in another person. You don't find that in an object. You don't find that in a pursuit of something. I mean, if you find your happiness, your permanent contentment in the realm of the heart in someone else, and that person goes away, then what happens to you, right? There's nothing outside of us. There's nothing that's really outside of us that can fill that void. And once you receive the inner strength to take on whatever this 3 of Swords battle is right here, you've done the contemplation, you've done the inside work. That's what the 6 of Cups is about. That's what the 9 of Swords to the 6 of Cups to the 3 of Swords. You've definitely gone inside. You've done the work. You've gone internally. You know what needs to be done. You know where you need to go. You know who needs to be let go of. You know which direction you need to take. You've sat with yourself. You've sat with your gods. You've sat with other people's opinions. You've taken in all the information. Now you're processing that, and you're coming to the end of that processing period. And final decisions will be made to move, 6 of Swords, to move forward. It's not like he wasn't hurt in moving forward, but he's got to do what he's got to do in order to do what he's got to do, right? He sails in that boat with confidence. He could have used those swords that were in his back and just laid there and died, but instead he plugged up the holes inside of his boat and continued forward. And that's what you're doing, Gemini. Let's get an Alice in Wonderland card on this. What does the Alice in Wonderland deck say? I really feel like this is a painful conversation that you've gone inside and really, really have done the internal work to figure out what it is that really makes you happy. And a lot of times that's relieving people that no longer are part of your frequency. It's crazy how when your frequency ups and like you start doing better for yourself in your own life, the options that are presented to you, people don't even ask anymore, you know? Like you just waft with this confident energy where people know not to fuck with you. You just waft with, don't fuck with me, right? And once you get to that point, it's easier to make these decisions. They don't hurt as bad. It doesn't hurt as bad to tell the person that shows up in your driveway homeless at 5 o'clock in the morning that no, they cannot live with you. All they do is cause problems. You know what they bring, and you don't have the room for it in your frequency to let that in your life. All in the golden afternoon. Inspiration, creative spark, imagination, and conception. Yes, see, you've gone inside. You've done the inner work. You know exactly what you want. And although knowing exactly what you want might hurt other people, you still know exactly what you want, and you will pursue it. It says, forget who you are, conditioning falls away, memory no longer defines you. Exactly. Some people have they're reminded, her, she'll just let you slide, you know what I mean? You could go ask her to stay, she'll just let you move right in, or she'll just let you do this, da-da-da-da-da. You know, the old you was a yes person, right? The old you was a yes, like almost like a doormat, the yes man, you know? The new you ain't having it. The new you is not a doormat, is not a yes person. That's not who you are now. It says, never jam today. Promises that never come to be. Empty words, not living in the now. Yeah, you're done with those people. You're done painting the roses red. You're done being the yes person. The right way. Learning to create what you desire. The only people that will stop you from being true to you are the ones that benefit by you not doing that. So if you've always been the yes person, the yes person, the yes person, the only people that are going to be upset for you saying no are the ones that benefited from you saying yes. What else can we tell Gemini? Growing up. Wanting to grow and experience. Rejection of perpetual youth. Right? That's rejecting the no, I know better. It's like, no, you know better. You know better than to let that fool move in with you. You know better than to say yes when you want to say no. A lot of those are growing pains. You know? You will no longer say yes when you want to say no. And that is part of growing up for sure. I wonder what will happen next. Ready to adventure. The pre-spice of change. Pause before action. Yeah, a lot of you guys are really just coming out of a very internal battle that you've been having with yourselves. About knowing where you want to go forward, but somehow thinking about your happiness and how it hurts other people. Who gives a fuck, man? As long as you're not hurting, robbing, stealing in pursuit of your own personal happiness, then the only people that are going to be sad or going to try to hinder you are the ones that are benefiting from you being hindered yourself. Life is brief, bright, beautiful, and yours to live. It is your life. These people that you're worried about, like the people that you're worried about hurting in the pursuit of your happiness, are they going to be there on your deathbed? Living in your head with all the, I wish I would have done this, I wish I would have done that, I wish I wouldn't have done that? No. Only you will be. Only you know what's right for you. And sometimes what's right for you hurts other people. But as long as you're not hurting them to hurt them, that like, hey, this is where I need to go. This is what I'm doing, and I can't have you here. You know, the truth hurts, but I'd rather be punched in the mouth with the truth than kissed with a lie any day, right? At least it's the truth. Investigate, look closely, ask questions, think before acting. That's the phase that you're in right now, though. You're already in that phase. Because you already know what you want. You already know what you have. You already know what you can pursue. I feel like the obstacle right now is letting those down around you that are holding you back from pursuing what it is that you really want. You know, a lot of us might be taking care of our parents or taking care of somebody on the side. And if you go on your own adventures, then what about this person, you know? Well, what are they going to do? How are they going to survive without me? Well, how are they ever going to learn to survive without you if they always have you, right? And the Lovers. Some of this is you're pursuing definitely something of passion, whether it be a relationship. But whatever this is, it is very, very, very important to you. This is one of those like choose your own adventure type of moments. In this situation, whatever it is that you're up in your head about or your pursuit of happiness, it is definitely an important choice for you. And you can't let other people's hurt about you pursuing your happiness hold you back. Because where are they going to be? Where are they going to be? How are we going to teach others to pursue their own happiness if we're not doing it ourselves? And the Magician. You have all the tools at your disposal. When your heart is aligned with your mind and is in alignment with your elements, in alignment with divine, nothing can stop that. There's nothing that can stop that. Let's get one from the Rebel. What can we get from the Rebel deck? For Gemini. Gemini. There's not too many Geminis out there. I don't think I've met one Gemini that I don't get along with, really. I've always had a lot of fun with Geminis, but I'm an air sign, so... Was it birds of a feather, right? I don't know, man. Says, step away from the crazy making diet for a hot second. Kale and spirulina taste like ass. Eat some yummy shit. Bacon chocolate beer. Chocolate bacon beer. Yeah, dude, pursue what makes you happy. Pursue what makes you happy. Even if it means hurting other people, you're not hurting them maliciously. It's not like you're like, oh, out to hurt somebody. But if that's a byproduct of your happiness, then, man, sometimes it just has to be that way. That just happens. Stop whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it. Not much needs to be said about that, right? You are talented and fucking amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit. Because see, you're not using it for dumb shit. You've already been there, done that. You've already been through the inner battles, the oh, I wish I woulda, I wish I coulda. No time, it's not time for that. You have all of your elements pointed in the right direction. And it's not like you're trying to step on people's toes to get to where you want to be. You're not trying to hurt anybody. That's just a possible byproduct of you following your own true heart's passion. Sometimes that means people falling out. Sometimes that means you not seeing, you know, your parent or your siblings or whatever for their regular 2 o'clock scheduled appointment type of deal. And some people will seriously try to sabotage you because they think that they'll never see you again. That if you become famous, well then, if you become this, if you get a job, that means that's that many less hours that they're going to have you to your availability. If you're out doing this, that means that's less many, that's takes away from them in some way, form, or fashion. And some people don't mean to be like that. They just don't know any better. But you yourself do know better. Like you said, you can't can't set yourself on fire to keep other people warm, right? Enjoy your vegetables. Eat some shit made by Mother Nature. Right. Well, Gemini, I think you've got your head in the right direction. I think that you need to have whatever this conversation is, either with yourself or with somebody else. You know, let the poison come out. Let it heal from the inside out so that you can pursue your true life's purpose. You know, this is all divinely guided. Some of you have a very important connection just around the corner, but you're scared to hurt somebody else. Because if you pursue this, then that hurts this person. Well, what about you, Gemini? What about you? I love you guys. Think that's your message? Beep, beep. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, as the tarot turns.